after a dive like that, you're wet. And the cool thing is, it is pretty easy to make your body and your face look wet in Maitreya and LEL Evox. A lot of the mesh bodies have this feature in their HUD. It's the same in Laura X and Laura 5.3. And then after I show you Maitreya, we'll show you LEL Evox head. So here we go. This is the Laura X Maitreya HUD. Go to the Skin Base tab, click on Advance. Now for the 5.3, it's exactly the same. When you click Advance, it's going to pop up a second menu down below. You're interested in the very bottom section. It says Material Preset Skins, and there's 3 of them. And it has sliders. There is glossiness, intensity, and environment. I'll show this in a bikini so that you can see the skin better. And then also I'm using a pose so I'm not constantly moving behind the HUD. So you have 3 skin textures you can choose from. Once you click it, materials turns on. Glossy is your shine. I'm going to dial it all the way up, okay? Intensity is how much shine. So I'm going to dial all the way up. See, I have a lot of shine. And then if I dial it down, I have less shine. So those 2 you need to work in tandem. Environment is the other one. Unless you're doing like an Android thing or something, most of the time you're not going to use this because it makes your body reflective and it reflects the environment. I'm going to change 100% environment. See? I'm reflecting the sky. If I change the sky, so if I change sky, my skin changes to match the sky. Now I'm still wearing the bikini, but the bikini is a classic bikini, so it's like a tattoo. It does whatever my skin does. So if the skin reflects, so does the classic clothes. If the skin shines, the classic clothes also shine. If you put the wet texture on your skin, the classic clothes show the wet texture too. I don't think your clothes having the same reflection or shine or wetness is good for everything, but there's certain situations that it is good for. Like if you're going swimming, you want that shine, you want that wetness. So there's certain situation where it's good. Now I'm going to go back to this. So we've got the shine going, and then this is number 2. Number 2 has a little bit more shine. And then this is the one that you're interested in to get a wet look. This is number 3. You can see the drops and drips of water. They don't move. They're static. But they do give you a wet look. Now, you can dial down the intensity. See? Then you don't have quite as much shine. It's up to you how you want to look. And then, as you can see, because I'm wearing classic bikini, the bikini also has a shine and it looks wet. Now I'm going to really quickly put on a mesh bikini. Most of the time you're going to be wearing mesh. So I put this bikini right over the classic bikini, right? So you can see it doesn't look wet. There's no change. Watch what happens when I do environment. So you can see the classic bikini. The classic bikini reflects just like the skin does because it's working together with the skin. But the mesh bikini is separate and it doesn't reflect. Obviously, you can see that. So that's what I was saying. You're not likely to want to do environment, but if you do, then depending on if you want the clothes to reflect or not, you can see that and how it reflects. Now the thing about reflection is because it's based on the source of the light and stuff, your reflection will change depending on your angle. So like if I want to look wet, I actually think classic bikinis are better. Alright, now we've done the Maitreya. Now I want to do Evox. So here we have LEL, and here you have glossiness and intensity. So it's basically the same thing. You can make yourself look shinier. See? I look shiny. And you can also have it be affected by the environment. Okay, so you have your choices in here. You have glossy, classic, classic, tears, wet. So I'm going to dial up the intensity just to make it easy to see. So I'm very glossy, so I click on glossy, and then classic, and tears should give me some tears. See? It'll give me tears. Again, they're static. And then wet. So that's a bit much if you ask me. So you can dial it down and dial down the glossiness. And then you might want to play with the two to make the glossiness sort of match. Yeah, that sort of matches, right? That looks about the same. So anyways, that's how you can pretty simply in Maitreya and in LEL to make your body look and your face look wet. And I hope it was helpful. So if you liked the tutorial, give me a like. Hope to see you next week, same channel. Hope you're having a great weekend. Bye bye.